Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. You're watching TV 47 Breakfast. It's Health Thursday, and right now I want us to talk matters reproductive health, the new fertility reality in the country. It appears that more Kenyan couples are struggling to conceive, and that is the conversation we want to have at this point with Susan Karanja. She's an embryologist. I was trying not to butcher that. That is why I'm saying it very slowly. Embryologist at the Nairobi West Hospital. Karibu sana, Susan, for making time. I asked you which team you're supporting, but you're just a girl. Apparently don't watch football, but for me, my name is Annie and I'm an Arsenal fan. Welcome. My director is tired of me today, but you know, what will he do about it? Absolutely nothing. But you know, a lot of the things that we want to address this morning, Susan, as far as declining fertility rates are concerned, delayed parenthood, but you know, I've started by saying it appears that a lot of Kenyan couples are struggling to conceive. Is that what you see on ground, and would you agree to that?
Yeah, in my opinion, they struggle because they take time before they think of parenthood. Most of them, they first venture into education. Some are raising their own siblings, so they take time. Yeah.
So when you say they take time with this, and in turn affecting, you know, maybe their chances of being able to get pregnant, then at what age should people start now, you know, trying for kids?
You see, every person has been created with their own ovarian quality. The eggs are standard. Like every person have their own egg reserved period. So the older you get, the lesser eggs you have. So at the age of 20 to 25, you are at a good chance. 25 to 30, still like 50%. 35, from 30 to 35, it keeps on decreasing like that. Yeah.
So what happens?
So the older you get, the lesser eggs you have, and the lower chances of getting pregnant. Yeah.
So what happens to these women who decide to get pregnant later on in age, especially for people who are trying for their very first child? I would love to excuse people who, okay, let's just put them in the mix as well. But let's start with people who are trying for the very first time and, you know, say they are 40 years. What happens to the quality of eggs that they're going to produce?
The quality will decline.
How so?
Because, like I've said, the older you get, the lesser eggs you have, and the low quality of these eggs, they keep on decreasing like that. Yeah. So the quality, even if you'll have some ovarian reserve, the quality of that egg will be very low. Yes.
By what happens to that egg? What I actually meant is, you know, sometimes we hear a lot of cases that, you know, ukiwa mzee, then you're likely to give birth to a child with a lot of defects. And by defects, we've seen cases, you know, like, say, when I say you give birth to a child with cerebral palsy, diseases like, conditions like Down syndrome, then is this something that you say is an issue, really?
It's an issue in terms of now the male factor, where also with them, the older they get, the higher DNA fragmentation. You might have the best, you might have a good quality, like the motility is good, the count is good, but it has some DNA fragmentation where even if you have a child, it would bring those defects with the children. Yeah.
So what you're saying is men also play a bigger part in this conversation. How should they be walked down the road to, you know, fertility journey when the woman is involved? Say even for men, for women, we've said that, you know, we have some sort of age, 40, 35 and somewhere thereabout.
35 and below.
35 and below is good?
It's good.
Yeah. So for men, does it also apply to them?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What age? Walk us through the ages for men.
With male, it's also 35 to 40. When they continue, like I've said, you might test that semen sample. It will be good. The motility will be good. The count will be good. But it will have high DNA fragmentation, meaning the DNA of that sperm that you're going to use will have some, it will not be as good as for a patient who is of the lower age. Yes.
So would you say that fertility challenges in the country are on the rise from what you experience? And I'd love to know what you'd attribute this to, because I know you've talked about some people are waiting for one reason or the other, but I'm trying to imagine there could be other reasons as to why, you know, fertility challenges in the country might be on the rise, because I asked that and you nodded. So walk us through that. What is contributing to these challenges?
One could be high living, the rising of the standard of living is it's rising. So someone will think, let me first work and get money, and then I'll have babies, but yeah, so they end up taking a lot of time focusing on getting a good life first. Yes, that is one. Number two could be, in my opinion, it could be some people also, they will prefer to wait. And maybe, like I've said, you find some patients where they will tell you, I'm raising my siblings. So I prefer to finish with them first before I can think of having my own. Yeah.